Welcome to our Bursa Secret Show, and we are live, right? If you can hear me, type in hi at the comment section if you can hear me well. Hi. Yep, we have 2 people coming in already. Today's topic is going to be super interesting because today's topic will be about risk arbitrage. This is something that is super unique. Most people will not encounter this in their normal investing and trading activity. But I think there is some interesting case study to be shared today. And that's why, right, I want to share with you something that I think is worth looking at, especially if you are thinking to improve your investing skill, right? I'm actually fixing my camera now to make sure it's nice. Okay, perfect. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Phyllis. So we can officially start now. Okay, I'm very happy to be back. Today, I will be having a topic to share with you, which is called risk arbitrage. This is a method used by fund manager. And in fact, Rondi used to trade for the banks, right? And he is the one that highlighted this to me and on a certain stocks cases. And he told me that he has been making some good money using this method as a retail investor. But of course, as a retail investor, the risk is definitely a bit higher because we don't have all the tools. But it may still be interesting if you find the right, play. And that's what we will be talking about today. But I want to be super clear and give like really big and loud disclaimer that, today's sharing is purely for education purpose. I will share a stock specifically and the example, but please do not follow. Can everybody type in education? Type in education. This is case study. So that in the future, if you want to play warrant, right? You guys like to play warrant? If you like to play warrant, type in warrant. This story today is how to play warrant, right? One of the way people play warrant with lower risk than usual. So you will hear the story of many people getting stuck buying warrant. Today's sharing will be about that, right? How do you buy warrant in a smart way? Not the kind of person that gonna stuck, but the kind of person that is able to benefit greatly from the warrant. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that, how the banks, the smart people do it, right? And that's why I'm wearing so smart today, because talk about smart topic, right? So very good. Thank you everyone for participating. Hi Hisham. Hi Rashidi. Hi Ronald. So if you think you have a friend that like to play warrant but he always lose money, share this video, okay? Or tag him here. And if you want to find out, right, what is the advanced trading method? And by no means am I joking. This is really whatever I'm sharing with you today is considered advanced, and it's what the pro investor do, right? Professional people, they are doing this to make money. So it's very interesting. Usually people, they do this and they are gonna, charge a lot of money for this. But today you will get this for free, all right? Because I think this is a very important topic. And I think it can help you a lot if you really understand it well. So let's talk about what is risk arbitrage, right? What is risk arbitrage? So risk arbitrage, basically, it means you are taking advantage between the price movement of two correlated assets. Oh, wow, so deep, right? In short, you are seeing that there is inefficiency happening in the market. So for example, something should be priced at 20 cents, but it's priced at 18 cents. That means you have an opportunity to make 2 cents. So for example, at KLCC, all the property is being sold 1 million, this particular condo. But you saw an interesting condo that is being sold at 800,000, right? And there's no defect, no nothing. So in that case, right, the only reason why it's being sold at 800,000 is because The seller, he don't have internet, he don't know what's the market price now, or he is lazy to keep the property, he don't have cash, he want to quickly sell. So in that case, do you see there is a good opportunity for you to profit? Type in yes if you think there is a good opportunity for you to profit in that scenario, right? Chan said Bitcoin hit 44,000. We're going to talk a little bit about that because there's a big news with Bitcoin. So we're going to talk a little bit about that at the end during Q&A. And you can also ask some question for me. So this session is not just about this risk arbitrage. So how many of you are interested and want to learn about this risk arbitrage and how the pro make money like 10-20% with almost no risk? Type in me if you want to learn how the pro make 10-20% with almost no risk. Okay. So let me share with you. This is not right. This is not right also. Okay. Now, before I go on, because this is super sensitive, I'm talking about something that is still happening now. So that's why I want you to, cooperate with me. Everyone type in case study. This is purely educational. Okay, this is purely, just for your information. It's not a buy call, not a sell call. I'm not a licensed advisor, right? You should not take any of my opinion and make decision based on that, right? And I won't be providing any opinion also, man. And the stocks featured here is arbitrary. That means I simply pick one, right? I'm not trying to persuade you to buy and you shouldn't buy, right? The point is just to show you the lesson, right? And I strongly discourage you to take what you learn here and take action. If you agree, you type in agree. This is very sensitive because, some of you after this, you may think, hey, maybe I want to buy, then I won't be taking responsibility whether you make money or not, right? Because this is super sensitive. And as I say, this is advanced trading method. I don't know what level are you. If you're a beginner, not encouraged for you to play like this. Okay, let me see how many people agree. Good, right? Type in agree, guys. I need all of you to type in agree, Yeah. And I know some of you are super excited with Bitcoin today, but Bitcoin is good, right? Elon Musk today, take an action, bought in Bitcoin with Tesla, and it's billion worth. It's like the biggest ever, right? But is there any way using crypto you can get this kind of, almost no risk way, and roughly how much money you're gonna make? Not really, right? And that's an interesting thing about stocks. Is in Mandarin we say 千变万化. There's so many ways to make money from it, right? And I'm not saying which is better, but I'm saying you have more flexibility and more skill. So I'm gonna tell you this, right? But as I said just now, the no risk part is if the bank is doing it, but if you do it, there is more risk. I'll give you a little understanding on what is a warrant, right? In short, you can just treat warrant as like a coupon. It's a coupon for you to redeem something at a discount, right? If you understand, if it's very easy, you type in one, right? KFC coupon, Pizza Hut coupon, they give you coupon, right? Then you go to the KFC. Usually the dinner plate, the dinner meal is like 15 ringgit. With the coupon, you can buy it for only like 8 ringgit. If you understand what I'm saying, you type in wow, W-O-W. Type in W-O-W, wow, if you understand what I'm saying. So if you have this coupon, you can buy the meal at a cheaper price. So warrant is that coupon, right? And some people sell the coupon to you. You see, right? There are people, peddling the coupon, as they pass by everyone. So first of all, in order to buy this Happy Meal or dinner plate, you need to have the coupon, plus you need to pay the money, the special offer money with the discount to get the coupon. Understand? So there's 3 elements. There is the KFC coupon, there's the 8 ringgit, and then you will get the dinner plate. Okay? Yeah. So this coupon actually is worth money also. So how do we do that? There is a maths involved, but so far I want to see if you guys follow, because this is super advanced, right? This is for advanced trader, advanced investor, right? It's good. So let me continue, right? So I take an example, right? For one company, Nissin, right? This company is being featured in our Facebook Live, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the boss came to talk about what they're doing, coffee, etc., all this. right? And as a result, right, the share price actually went up, right? Because there are all these corporate exercise. And back then, I don't fully understand what is it happening, right? And but then after that, Rondi pulled me aside and said, hey, actually, you know, there are many ways you can do this. Then I asked him, hey, how do we play this Nishin share, right? Then he said, okay, some people, you know, they wait for X date to happen, they buy the share, wait for X date to happen, get this PR, all this. So I'm like very confused. And only today or, you know, few days before this, I finally figured out, because I'm super lazy lah, but I see, you know, macam got opportunity to make money. So I took the time to learn properly and did this properly. Actually, I played this thing few times before lah, but Nishin case, you know, have what PR, PA, warrant, wow, too many, a bit complex. But I finally figured it out, of course, with consultation and everything, asking, you know, the experienced party. So I want to keep it simple first. I don't want to talk about what PR or whatever. Let's talk about warrant only. Okay, I give you 2 lessons today. The first lesson is talking about warrant. So warrant, right, is the coupon, no? And you need to read, right? There is this exercise price one. All the warrant in Malaysia have this exercise price and exercise ratio. So most of it is 1:1, some is 1:12, you know, and then there's exercise price. In this case, the warrant is 1:1. That means you have 1 warrant, you add the conversion price, you will get 1 mother share. And the conversion price, or the price to redeem the 8 ringgit with the KFC, here is 5 cents. This means if you have Nishin warrant, it's like a coupon. And you just need to pay 5 cents and you will get Nishin share. If you can follow so far, type in good. Type in good if you can follow so far. Now, if you have Nishin warrant, it's a coupon. You just need to add 5 cents, you will get Nishin stock, right? That is what we call warrant. Now, usually if you see popular counter near warrant, right? Popular counter near warrant, there will be like a premium one. So let's say if it's a Top Glove, for example, a very hot counter, people love it a lot. Let's say Top Glove price now is 8 ringgit. And if there's a warrant, right? If there's a warrant, the warrant may be conversion price like 5 ringgit. So you can buy a 8 ringgit Top Glove with a 5 ringgit only if you have this warrant. So many people would like to buy this warrant, right? Because there is value there. There is a value of at least 3 ringgit, right? And there are many things that I don't want to go into that because I want to talk about the correlation, but I think at that time you guys will be lost already. But in short, you see, if Top Glove price go up 50%, it go up from 8 to 12, right? But if you buy the warrant, right, and the conversion price is 5, initially you buy, you probably pay 3 or 4. But if the mother go up 4 ringgit, this one will go up 4 ringgit as well. But this one go up 4 ringgit, the warrant, it's 100%, it's a double. But the mother go up 4 ringgit, 8 to 12 is only 50%. I don't know if you get it, but let's see the maths. So the maths here is showing, okay, very simple, clear cut. If I have a Nishin share, I just add 5 cents, I get a, sorry, if I have a Nishin warrant, I just add 5 cents, I get a Nishin share. So how much is a Nishin share worth now? A Nishin share now, based on the current price, is 19.5 cents. Okay, so the maths will work like this, right? If you want to buy the Nishin share, warrant, the coupon, the price is only 12 cents. So the maths will look like this, You give a coupon plus the redemption price, you will get a stock. So in short, in Nishin case, you give a Nishin warrant plus the 5 cents, the exercise price, the redemption money, you get a Nishin stock. And if you look at the latest, share price, what's happening is you use 12 cents to buy Nishin warrant, and you add 5 cents to this. So you pay 12 cents for the coupon, you add 5 cents to redeem the share, but the share is worth 19.5 cents. Okay, the share is worth 19.5 cents. So as you can see here, the maths doesn't add up because you give a total of 17 cents, but you are getting 19.5 cents in return. If you can see what I'm seeing, or you can see the opportunity here, type in OMG. Type in OMG if you can see the opportunity here. Right? Chan say good. Also, this warrant will affect the stock price. This is a bit too technical to say. Theoretically, it won't. In practical, it may. Because if everybody like to play the warrant, they will sell the mother to play the warrant. The mother will drop the price, right? But you know, that's too chimady. Okay. So if you sort of understand what I'm saying, you type in OMG. Cannot, you know, help me. Yeah. So Chan understand. Yeah, good. Shikai understand as well. Very good. Who else understand? If you understand one, or if you don't understand, you can ask question. Right? T also understand. Right? T, you know, say it's opportunity. Shikai say, oh my God. Right? Andrew say that means the warrant B is in the money. Wow, very smart. Andrew, you still know how to use the, you know, OTM, ATM, ITM thing. But, you know, we're not going to go into that today. Yeah. What if people pick up because it's potential, the price up? Correct, right? If it's potential, the price will up, right? And the price indeed up, you know, has been going up since, you know, this thing happening. And then what if the mother share? Oi, Rashidi, you are very fast. Okay, I'll talk about that later. Hisham say, once mother share price go up, the warrant will go up also unless you subscribe. Correct, right? Nishin Live the other day quoted wrongly on the TO price on X date. Okay, the TO price, right? This one actually, right, to be honest, I don't think anybody know, right? If anybody tell you, you know, they know. I mean, like, I had a conversation with Rondi, right? And we were guessing. He told me this thing can work lah if you buy it before the X date. Then I tell him, what if the X date time, the share price drop to 15 cents? Then you all lose money. Then he say, yeah, that's a risk. But, you know, based on the past, it dropped until 20 cents. That's a support. So that's why these things still have risk one, right? It's not like a no risk thing. There is a way to make it no risk. I'll share with you how, but you probably cannot do it because you're not investment bank. Investment bank can make it no risk, but you cannot, right? Because you don't have the tool, you don't have the ability. So, you know, this is at the end, it's still stock market, got risk one. Understand? Well, how many of you like, wow, love the sharing so far? Type in love and then I'll move on, right? So in short, this is what we call a risk arbitrage. There is an opportunity here. So if I see this thing, I know, if I buy the warrant now and I just pay 5 cents, I will get a mother share, then I immediately sell it. I make a profit of 20%, you know. I make a profit of 20% or 15%, right? 15% just by buying it, put a check, sell the share, I make 15%. I don't need to guess the share price will up or down. As long as share price maintain, I make 15%. You see? Right? Even if the share price drop, until 17 cents, I still break even, you know. So in this case, you know, the risk-reward ratio is there. The risk is what happened, you know, the risk. Like Rashidi said, the risk is if the mother share drop. Because you buy the warrant, you want to pay the check to convert the, you know, warrant with the 5 cents to become a mother. So theoretically, you are making money. But by the time you convert and you get the share, maybe it's 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, anything can happen to the share price. Type in super if you agree, right? Type in super if you agree. So Chan says, so buying mother share must use coupon, enter with cheaper price, be a smart buyer. Yeah, it could be also. Yeah, this is also a good way, right? If you want to, you know, buy mother share at a cheaper price, this is a good way. Thank you, Kim Boon, for the compliment, right? Superman, right? Let's continue. How's everybody doing? How's your, you know, trading result been doing? I see the market has been a bit stagnant now. Only the tech stocks are moving. The rest are not moving so much. So in a boring market, right, this is what we play to generate return, right? Can we know why call 19.5 cent, 19 cent beginner here? 0.195 ringgit. Okay, that's why it's called 19.5 cent. All right, so let's move on. Let me make sure everybody can see. So in theory, there is no risk, but in practical, there is a lot of risk. By the time you get the share, the share price may drop until 17 cents or lower, then you mati lah. You lose money lah, right? But if it can maintain above 17, you make money, right? So it may take 2 weeks, as I say, right? And if it drop below, then mati, right? So anyway, I took the risk. What I did was I bought at 26.5 cents, right? I bought at 26.5 cents few days before the X date, right? Hey, why am I showing you this? Yeah, sorry. This is another question already. This is another story already. Okay. So warrant is this story. This is the story with the warrant. And to be honest, I actually bought into the warrant at 12.5 cents. And right now, the share price, the warrant price is 12 cents. So actually, I'm still making loss now. But if I go and add the 5 cents to the warrant, it will become 17 cents, right? It will become 17 cents, right? 17.5 cents, my total cost. And if within 1 or 2 weeks' time, Nishin share price don't drop, then I can make a 10%, right? Doing that. So, as I say, right? I see this opportunity, this risk arbitrage opportunity, and I took it, right? But there is still a risk if the Nishin share price drop. Okay, got it? Type in yes if you got it, right? I cannot see the slide. Ayo. Okay. Oil and gas also not bad. Yeah, not bad. My hibiscus position was making loss, but now already making profit. So it's worth it, right? It's worth it. Trending now is renewable energy, ESG counter, tech stocks taking a breather. Yeah. So the risk is that, right? The risk is that. So I can tell you there are certain people that specialize in just doing this to make money, right? Because it's very quick, 2 weeks, 10%. So every 2 weeks, 10%, 10%, 10%, is very, interesting, right? That's how they make it, right? That's how they make it. So there are many different kind of strategy to make money in the share market. Just depend on, what are you playing and how is it being done. Another thing that I did was a bit more complex. This one is I bought the Nishin share to wait for X date because they're giving like a right issue, right? And you will see this thing happening quite often to a lot of share. And actually, market usually don't like the company that give right issue that much. Usually, when there's right issue happen, the share price will drop during the X date, and this is what happened. I bought at 0.265, it dropped to 20 cents, right, on X date. And it looked so scary, right? So I sold at 20 cents and I made a loss of, I bought here and I sold here and I made a loss of 6,500 ringgit because I bought 100,000 shares, right? I made a loss on the mother. But does it mean this is a bad trade? Am I losing money overall? Not necessarily. You want to know why? Type in why if you want to know why, right? Yeah, right issue take money. Nobody like, right? Correct. Yeah. So I lost 6,500 on the mother share, but strangely, I'm still happy. You want to know why or not? Because actually, it's really lucky lah. So there is many factors that is going on. So in this trade, I would consider quite lucky also, because at the end I'm actually making money. And the interesting thing is this, why am I making money? It's because it's a right issue, so I actually get the share, right? And it's called Nishin PR, right? And in short, this Nishin PR, you need to add 1 cent to change it into a PA. I know it's tough. And once it becomes a PA, you need to add 11 cents to make it into a mother share. So in short, in my mind, it's very simple. For every Nishin share that I have, based on this criteria, I will get 2 Nishin PR, right? I'll get 2 rights. For every Nishin share I have, I'll get 2 rights. So I have 100,000 Nishin share. After X date, I will have 200,000 Nishin PR, right? 200,000 Nishin rights. And this rights is called a PR. If I add a total of 12 cents to this rights issue, I can change it into a Nishin stock. So in a way, it's also like a warrant, Okay, sounds good? Type in yes if it sounds good. It will be like a warrant. It's sort of like a warrant where the exercise price is 12 cents. But you need to remember, for every one share I have 2 of these warrant. Okay? Can follow so far? Type in yes if you can follow so far. So if based on today's price, the Nissin stock is 19.5 cents, and if I only need to add 12 cents to this Nissin PR, then theoretically, this Nissin PR should be worth 7.5 cents. Can follow? 7.5 cents plus 12 cents equals to 19.5 cents. And because I have 2 Nissan pula, this, Mac like to autocorrect. Nissin PR, I would have made a gain of 15. So this, my rights is worth 15 cents, Okay? Because I have 2 one is worth 7.5 cents based on today's share price, 2 is worth 15 cents. If you can follow, type in yes if you can follow. Right? Type in yes if you can follow. Yes, a lot of people would jabot lari on the ex-date time because they feel it's diluted. That's why the share price dropped a lot. Right? And here, Chan said actually the real problem is, the rights and how they use the, the raise fund. Actually, for me, I don't care. For me personally, I'm not buying this for long-term investment. This is all, as I say, it's a mathematical game for me. I just play mathematics here. Understand? I never tell about the investment potential or what. I'm only talking about maths, right? Maths and probability. Understand? So, Rashidi, I can understand. WH can understand. Chan say no to Chim. Okay, you may want to watch the recording. So, in short, it's sort of like a warrant. This rights, Nissin PR. If you add 12 cents, you can get a stock, okay, worth 19.5 cents. And because I have 2 of these, it's worth theoretically 15 cents. Okay? So even though I bought at 26.5 cents and I sold at 20 cents, I lost per share 6.5 cents. Actually, overall, I am making 8.5 cents because I lost 6.5 cents here. I gained 15 cents from a PR. So overall, I'm making 8.5 cents in theory. Okay, but as we say, in theory and practical is different because you may want to, when you want to exercise and change the warrant into a mother, it may take 2-3 weeks, and by that time the mother share may have changed a lot, right? So that's why the market price is gonna be different compared to the market price is gonna be different compared to the theoretical price, because theoretical price it should be 7.5 cents, right? But market price is 4.5 cents. So there is like a 30% discount, right? So if you buy the PR, you add a 12 cent to it and you convert now at a market price 4.5, you go and buy, you add 12 cent, total is 16.5 cents. You go and sell it, right, at the market price of 20 cents, you can make 3.5 cents, right? But the risk is if the mother share drop to below 16.5 cents, by the time you get the share, then you lose money. Okay? So I hope this is not too confusing, right? So in short, overall right now, my trade on Nissin, I'm making quite a good profit now. I think I'm making I lost 6,005 here. I make 8,000 here. So total, I made 1,005. So it's 5 to 10% gain already, right? So that's an interesting thing. But I know it's actually quite, it's quite confusing. So if you really want to do this trade, right, make sure, first of all, you can take the risk. Number 2, you really understand the situation. If you don't understand, you can always, like Chan said, talk to your remiser, right? You can consult your remiser about this and before you take action, right? Rashidi asked, how do you pay the PR and PA? I think you need to look at the condition, right? Most of the time, you need to write a bank check and you fill out a form and you send to the registrar, company registrar. So it's very mafan there, right? The reason why right now market price is cheaper than a theoretical price is because, number 1, risk, you need to wait, right? Maybe 2 weeks. What if mother share price drop? Then you lose money. Number two is, a lot of paperwork, right? And need to come up cash. People don't like that, right? So that's why there is this market inefficiency. But let's take our, mind and put in the investment bank case. For them, these are their work, paperwork, no problem lah. Money, we have a lot lah. And, sometimes they can even sell the mother share so that they can lock in the price first. If you combine this with short selling, they can short sell the mother share first, then they buy the warrant, convert, no risk, confirm make money. Okay? Understand what I mean? Yeah. Remiser say, Jimmy say, Remiser also don't know which formula to count. Yeah, actually, this is very complex. Not many people know. And that's why, there are all these opportunity and discount available. Hisham say, I bought DGB and get free warrant, but mother price down. So if you take the warrant and the mother share price, the value you add up, it should be roughly the same one. Raymond say, use margin account to save the hassle if you want to buy PA. Yeah, somebody said that to me before. True. Andrew say, not worth the hassle, too much mafan for retailer. It's not really lah. Depend on how much money you are making. Okay. So it's not a big difference. It's a 30%, 10 to 30% difference, right? But if you are playing with 200,000, the mafan, is it worth 20 to 60,000 ringgit in 2 weeks? Is it worth it? Type in yes if you think it's worth it. Of course, if you are playing with 2,000 ringgit, 200 ringgit to 400 ringgit, not worth the, time effort. But if you're playing with 200,000, it's a 20 to 60,000 ringgit profit in 2-3 weeks. It's definitely worth it, right? And that's why there are many people doing it like that, right? But if you look at me, I'm very chicken. I play with 10,000, 15,000 like that only, right? And this strategy, because this thing has risk, significant risk. To be honest, it's not like no risk. Because I'm a retail investor, so I can't short sell first. So it has significant risk. So that's why I only go in with small capital, but the return is very, it's maybe in a 1 week or 2 week, 10-20%. If you compound per year, it's 40% per month, it's 400-500% a year. That's how people come. So it's very interesting. But of course, you don't get this opportunity all the time, and you confirm you lose money from time to time. So overall, the return will be roughly there, right? But there are people doing this for a living, professional people, And if you are like the bank, you can short sell first to lock in the mother share price. All you need to do is go through a mafan, confirm, make the money. But unfortunately, you can't short sell the share first, so you can't do it. But Warren Buffett, and other traders in overseas, they actually do this thing, right? I want to give a big shout out to Rondi from StockBit for sharing with me in detail how this works, especially from his experience. And really good to have a friend that can guide you and share with you their experience. Yep. Another risk is every time go bank, queue long and kena COVID. Yes, also. So it depends on how you do. Yeah. So I'm sharing this, for information only. But I tell you in practical, right? Those people that play this in a big way, they don't need to go to bank one. They got private banker, or they go to bank, they don't need to queue one. They got special parking one, right? So the reality is a bit different. But it's a good idea, good knowledge to know. How many of you think this is a good idea and good knowledge to know? Type in me, right? Type in me if you learn something, you think is, wow, super potential. I really love it today. Okay, so I'm going to end this soon. Let me just share with you. Disclaimer, please do not follow. As you can see, I already bought and I lost some money on the warrant, but I made on the nation share. Overall, I'm making, but it's around there, right? And I already buy already, so I'm a bias, right? So don't follow me, right? I'm just sharing this as a case study. You should not make any investment decision based on whatever you see. You must consult your remiser, and whatever info I put here can be wrong, right? Or can be misleading, right? And I'm not licensed investment advisor, so you It's a purely educational. It's a risky trade for high risk taker professional only, and very volatile and risky. And I will sell anytime. In fact, I already know what price I want to sell. I already key in a day. So like today, right? I went to a cafe. You know what? The boss, because I'm a local there, the boss tell me, hey, 4:30, you know, it's a very sensitive time for me. I said, no lah. For me, in my head, no lah, very chill. Because everything already key in order, ma. I already know what I want to buy, what I want to sell, what price, cut loss already set, right? Or take profit price already set. No need monitor one. You understand? You already know what's going to happen. Either go down or go up. Both way, you got a plan. So that's how you can make money, right? Without a hassle or without worry. And whatever I shared with you today is just one strategy, right? And this is considered very advanced strategy, lah, right? I usually put smaller capital for this, but the return can be very powerful. But if you want to learn more strategy, like the safer one, long-term investment, how to do it properly, do it right, or swing trading with trend counter, and you are beginner, you could be a beginner, or you know a friend that is a beginner, or let's say, right, you have been investing for a while. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't, and there are so many different guru telling you, you know, so many different stocks. You don't know which to follow, and some you follow kena stuck, and you're quite lost. I have a good news for you. I would like to invite you to join my upcoming, you know, webinar, right, which will be in the following days at busasecrets.com/new. The latest one will be this Wednesday, 8 p.m. But in future, it will be, you know, if you can't join this session, it will be next Thursday, right? Where I will share with you how to invest in a way where it's very systematic. You know, based on this stock, right? Based on the quality of this stock, how am I going to play? Am I going to invest long-term? Am I going to use risk arbitrage, play the warrant? Am I going to do a short-term trade? Or is it a thematic stock? So I will share all about it there, right? The strategy, so that when you invest, you won't be stuck because you know exactly when to get in and when to get out. So how can you be stuck? Right? You are stuck when you don't know what to do. There's no such thing as getting stuck in investment and trading, right? If you know what you're doing. So I'll share why this is the best time to invest, right? You see Bitcoin and also the GameStop thing, the landscape has changed. And how can you build your investment to generate 20,000 ringgit per month income from stocks? I actually did that with my US account this month alone. And step-by-step checklist to tackle different stocks, like I said just now. And I'll give you some case study as well. And how do you stay in touch with the market without spending too much time? So if you want to learn all this, I invite you to join my brand new webinar, never been taught before one. Just go ahead to www.busasecrets.com/new, right? And register for my upcoming webinar. And, you know, you will be able to join the training, and I'll share with you super quality detail. Andrew, thank you, Andrew, for sending 50 star for wearing smart. Paul asks, would like to confirm with you, your webinar is 10 February or 11 February? So it's supposed to be 11 February, but I saw that it's actually Chinese New Year Eve. Wow, you guys so, you know, impossible Chinese New Year Eve you spend with me on the webinar lah. So I put on, you know, 10 February, which is this Wednesday, right? But moving forward, if you miss it, I'll do another one, which is next Thursday. So for anyone that's interested to learn investing properly, not just learn the, you know, from the outside, but really, really understand what's my thought process, how I analyze stock, everything, then I hope to see you this Wednesday at, you know, www.busasecrets.com, right? Thomas Wong say register already. All right, then I'll see you there, right? Very excited for you. Actually, I'm still drafting the content, but it's gonna be super great, especially with the checklist, you know. You can download the checklist at the end of the webinar, and when you see any stock, you just follow the checklist, tick, 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 and fill in the blank on it, and you should be a much better investor after that, right? I hope this really helps you a lot. If you want to become a better investor and you like my sharing, you think you can learn more from me, then this is where you go for more intense, more structured, from total beginner, how I've started from 10,000 to investing multi-million now, and how I every month make 20,000 ringgit passive income from stocks. The whole thing will be taught there. How's my journey? what's the framework I use, including the checklist, will be given to you. So thank you everyone that have registered. Like Sue also, see you there. Super excited. All right. So any question? Right. Let's chit chat a little bit before we end. Right. Because even though today I have agenda, which is to share with you the risk arbitrage, which is purely education. Stress again. But let's open up lah. Some people want to discuss US stock. Some people want to discuss Bitcoin. Tesla just bought 1 point something billion worth of Bitcoin. I tell you, the two just got real, man. This is the biggest purchase of Bitcoin ever. Even what Square only buy like don't know how many million. Tesla is buying 1.2 billion, And the market cap of Bitcoin is so small. There are so many lost Bitcoin. That's why Bitcoin share price is like flying up, because the liquidity is actually not high, So, yeah, I think it's a very interesting space to watch, this Bitcoin. Yeah, 1.5 billion. What crazy, man. Rashidi say, what do you think of DG? Now, before I give any comment, I want you to know that I'm not a licensed advisor, right? And whatever I share should not be taken as investment advice. And I'm just sharing my experience, right? So, if you are buying a business, you have money now, right? And you have many things you can buy. You have many things you can buy. There are many stocks you can buy. So if you buy this, company, okay, let's say DG, because you think it's cheap, right? You think the dividend yield not bad, okay. And when the market recover, maybe you go back to the previous price. But how much money are you gonna make, right? 10, 20%, right? And this is given that the business can maintain or improve their revenue and their profit. But what if, the telco, as many people think, a lot of people feel the telco business is very tough to do. So even if you buy cheap now, what if, the industry get worse, right? Or stay stagnant? It may be an opportunity cost, right? But let's say if you're very happy to receive the dividend and you feel confident, DG business should at least sustain, even if don't grow. And the dividend should be sustainable. And you are buying for dividend and you are really happy to get this kind of dividend, then, by all means, if you're happy, you invest, right? If you're happy, right? But again, as I say, this is not instruction. If that's me, if what I'm doing, if I see DG stock and I want to buy for dividend, and I'm sure, because of DG management, all the new things are coming up, and I see, the trend, they're going to continue to make sustainable profit and keep the profit there, and I'm happy with the dividend, I'll buy. Sort of like REITs, sort of like a REITs, right? REITs is the same thing, If I'm confident that, this REITs, the property there can give me stable rental yield, right? I'm buying it. I'm not buying it expecting to make like 100, 200%, right? I'm buying it because I like the business is super solid, got rental, then I confirm get the dividend. But nothing is super solid one. You see, even REITs also kena this pandemic pun jialat, right? Nobody expected it before. Wow, very sensitive nowadays. Answer need to spin a very big round to answer one question. Which platform you using for US market? I personally, and this is not recommended because it's not endorsed by Securities Commission. I personally am using TD Ameritrade and eToro. eToro for some small stock, small capital to dollar cost average. That's easy to fund and can buy fractional share. And I use TD Ameritrade for the big amount of, like if I buy hundreds of thousands, then I'm using big TD Ameritrade. But both of these is not safe in the eye of Malaysian authority because they are not regulated in Malaysia and they are not licensed to operate in Malaysia. So if you're using it, you use on your own risk. Okay. Christine, if you want the webinar link, you can go to www.busasecrets.com. Later, I'll add to the description of this thing also. Interactive Broker is not bad as well. Interactive Broker and TD Ameritrade, they are two of the bigger investment firm in the world, right? Investment brokerage in the world. Tiger Broker is quite new, is running into Malaysia also, but actually, their headquarters, if not mistaken, their Asia headquarters is still in Singapore, not Malaysia. So sooner or later, a lot of the platform that don't have office in Malaysia, they're gonna get the warning letter or the investor alert on. That's what I feel. The analysts predict US market going to crash soon. What is your take? Okay. Thomas Wong, which is a platform, is a Thomas, your answer is this. Okay, if you want a platform that are safe and legal, you use UOB. Okay, there are analysts predict US market gonna crash. US market, right? I don't know, but based on technical chart, it's actually a bit overbought now. So usually when it's overbought, there is bound to be retracement anytime. So I personally am not adding now. If there is a retracement, then I may add, right? But at this moment, if you see a good opportunity, a good stock for long term, no need to think so much. I don't see, I don't expect the share market to crash anytime soon. Okay, and even if it crash, I expect it to recover to this level and higher because of the economy recover. You see, US stock market go up so much is because S&P 500 go up so much, and S&P 500 go up so much is because most of it is brought up by the tech stock, and the tech stock indeed benefit a lot during this COVID, right? You see the Shopee, the sales grow 100%. You see the Tesla fly like crazy. The sales also crazy, right? And then you look at Square. Indeed, people use a lot of their app. Nowadays we are using Touch and Go Pay, right? So all of these are, is it Touch and Go Pay? Yeah. So all these things really benefit the tech counter, and there is a very valid reason why their share price is going up. Plus, it's low interest rate. So why do I don't see it as a bubble, right? I just see as I miss buying it at a cheap price. I don't see it as a bubble, right? I see it as miss out, and I don't see any reason why this trend will stop. Okay. So Thomas say, why you so unsafe? Why no use UOB? I could use UOB, but I'm cheap right? I don't like to pay commission, right? Yeah, but good idea. Actually, I buy a lot of my Hong Kong stock using UOB. Actually, all my Hong Kong stock I buy using UOB. But I actually try out TD Ameritrade and Interactive Broker because I can trade options using them, right? UOB can buy share only. Chan say, what do you think of digital yuan? I think this will be something very regulated. The price fluctuation might probably be controlled by the government, China government. If you say you want to use this as a goreng tool, you need to understand China government want a stability. They want a stable currency. They don't want a currency for you to goreng. So that you have to understand it's something that they use, okay, for utility purpose. It's not for investment purpose, probably. And this digital yuan, once it's out, wow, I think it's very illegal, very difficult to do illegal thing because everything can be tracked. The government will see all your transactions, and that's why they're encouraging it, right? If you enjoy my sharing so far, type in love this sharing, right? Love this sharing. And I hope today you learned a lot. Again, if you want to learn even more from me or discover more things, you can always go to busasecrets.com. One final, call out to join my upcoming webinar this Wednesday. And if you miss it, next Thursday. But hope you don't miss it because I'll be sharing some of my portfolio also. So not a recommendation, it's education. But I can guarantee you definitely love this session. All right. See you this Wednesday. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you for the support, even though now it's already 11 p.m. If you feel your friend may benefit from watching this video, tag them or send this to them. Okay? Have a good evening. Bye-bye.